What is going on, viewers? It is Founder Mate here as always, so welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. So, it's been a while, it's been a long while since I last uploaded a proper Forza Motorsport 7 video. So right here, I'm back. I'm pretty sure you've missed me because of my great content. You missed my voice for sure, but at least I hope so you've missed me. But I'm back here right now with another video. League racing again, the FRS League. The link to the Discord server is down below in the description. Feel free to click on it and join us. We do different races every other weekend pretty much, and you can just join there and hang out. I'll be happy to see you. So, this is race number 1, Modern Hot Hatches, the front wheel drives. Get around Brands Hatch, so a pretty weird combination because it's hard to control the understeer of these cars around Brands Hatch. But here we are. We had 4 laps of qualifying. I forgot to record it, but it didn't really matter. I clapped everyone in qualifying, but second place on the grid was 7/10 away from me. So that tells you that I did clap everyone in qualifying. So as you can see here, pulling away already from the rest of the pack. And main thing here, when you're starting first on the grid, when you got pole position, the main thing really is to just get your head down. Don't focus on anything else. Just focus on your lines, on your braking points, on the track, and try not to, bottle it, try not to mess it up. So this is what I'm trying to do here, and constantly checking the telemetry, just making sure that I haven't damaged my engine or my transmission by shifting up a lot. So as I was saying, if you just manage to pull away when you're starting on pole position, you're gonna have an easy race, and I know I have the pace to actually pull away from the pack. So I'm trying my best here to pull away, and I can tell you that's exactly what happened there, because as you can see, gap to 1 second, and by lap number 5, gap was up to 7 seconds when LA9s dived into the pit lanes. So. And as you can see here, this is lap number 5, my fastest lap in that race, in race number 1. So we're gonna go through it. It wasn't my fastest lap in general by any means, because even my qualifying lap was faster than this, but we're gonna go through it. As you can see, coming out of the first free corner, and again checking the telemetry, just making sure my engine isn't damaged. So going through turn number 4, or actually turn number 6 officially according to Google. And going for a late apex because we're going towards a long straight, and you're gonna ideally you want to have a quick exit. So going for a late apex, that's exactly what I did there. So through this right hander, a little bit tricky, because if you brake too much, you're gonna either end up on the grass or maybe hit the curb in a awkward angle, and just the curb will throw you over to the left hand side. You might even go off the track. So as you can see, the first sector I actually was slower than my quickest lap in the whole race so far, and that tells you there were definitely times where there were definitely some places where we could gain time, but we kind of messed it up. So coming out of the second to last corner, as you can see, I'm now quicker than my personal best lap. So, and going through the final corner, as you can see, holding it narrow a little bit. You want to stay to the right hand side of the track to minimize track distance, and that could gain you some time. And going towards the line to get a 38.7, and my qualifying lap was a 38.4, so that tells you that I could have definitely gone faster. And by the end of the race, that was a pretty easy win. You can see gap up to 8 seconds with second place, and that was a pretty easy win. And you can see, as always, on the podium, and we finished that race in first place. And we're coming to the second race. This race, it was probably the most interesting race during the whole competition, because we decided to do the race in full wet conditions, heavy rain from the start to the end of the race. And we decided to do reverse grip. Someone goes off the track, LA9s gets slammed with a 5-second penalty. The game is showing no mercy today for the contacts. Go through the first corner, Sim Syndicate gets pinched, 2 people hitting him, he gets sideways. LA9s goes up my inside, he overtakes me, I'm down into 9th place, not an ideal start really. And we got Sim Syndicate on the inside, he goes in way too shallow, I'm gonna go around his outside, we get the move done. So going towards turn number 4, and there's more contact up ahead. LA9s goes into the back of Aaron, and Sim Syndicate does the same, they go off the track. I get a penalty for no reason, I don't know, how could that be my fault? And looking at LA9's name, he got slammed with another 5-second penalty by the game. As I said, the game is having none of it. The game is just having none of it. It's just giving penalties left, right, and center for contact. So, as you can see, two people have gone off against someone into the turbo. Looking behind, Simp Syndicate has also joined them in the barriers. And going through this corner, I forgot the name. I literally just read the name on the internet, trying to say it and flex, but well, I screwed up. I forgot the name. But I know this one, Sheen curve, a little bit wide. I could have rode the curve a little bit like better than what I have here. As we go into the back of LA9s, as I don't know if he braked early or I braked late, but anyways, we're gonna somehow get out of it. And I've lost a little bit of time. I'm going through the final corner, and yes, you see there, caution ahead. That sign is really dangerous. And you know, let me say that everybody gangster until you see caution ahead with that guy in the background rejoining the track, because as we go around the final corner, and yeah, he's just gonna rejoin on my way on the racing line, and well, clearly not looking behind to see what's up. And why did I get a penalty? He just came in my way. How could I possibly avoid it? Maybe if there was some ghosting system I could avoid him. But anyway, we're gonna continue. Thankfully, luckily no damage as we go down the inside of Nico in the Ford Fiesta, and the Bill Gets Money again goes wide. I'm assuming he got rammed or he got pushed. And going through turn number 3, and well, yeah, we're going towards a left-hander, and instead of turning left, he's gonna turn right and get in my way, and I'm gonna lose so much momentum because of that. And going through turn 4, officially turn 6, but well, the other two aren't really corners, so we call it turn 4. And you can see again, I lost a little bit of time behind Bill Gets Money, and well, this is not going well. If you wanna catch up with the guys, with the podium guys, you wanna have to overtake people as soon as possible. And well, at this point, I've had enough of it. I have had enough of it by this point, and we're gonna dive down the inside through the corner that I forgot the name. Aaron goes wide again. We're gonna go down his inside as well. We overtake 2 of them up into 4th place. So now we're going through Sheen curve, taking it really nicely, given that it's raining. And through the second to last corner, you want to go a little bit wide because there is a puddle on the apex, and you ideally don't want to touch it. So if you go a little bit wider, it's gonna help you out. And well, in the rain, I'm not. No one's like in front of me right now, and I have fresh air. I can just focus on my lap again and try to put down some consistent and quick laps to try and catch up with the guys up ahead. And that's exactly what happened. You can see two. I can't even talk. You can see 2 laps later, and I've caught up with LA9s in 3rd and Robo Awesome in 2nd place. 1st place is kind of gone right now because, well, while everyone was fighting and just going off the track and rejoining at 90 degrees, he was pulling away and going through Sheen curves. Oh my god, what is that? Robo Awesome gets punted off the track. He goes off the track. Oh man, that's really sad times indeed. We gotta have a look at that again. No, we have to look at it again. As you can see, going towards Sheen curve, he goes off the track. Poor Rebo the Amazing gets punted off, and well, sad times indeed. Get wrecked, rest in RIP in peace, gone and totally forgotten. You will not be remembered. So he's off. We're not gonna see him again anymore in this race at least, because he got punted off, or maybe he just drove off the track because he's kind of blind, and you will see it in the next part of the video. So the guy in 1st place, QGUUUU, yeah, that's his name. That's exactly his name. I didn't have a stroke or anything. That's exactly his name. Goes into the pit lane. He was in 1st place. So I'm now behind LA9s. We got pretty much an identical pace, but I would say I am more consistent because I played the game more than he did. And we're gonna now chase him and try to actually overtake him before it gets a little bit too late. And the one thing we're gonna try to do is not to stay behind him for too long and fight, because we're gonna lose time. And when we also do our pit stop, we're gonna be far behind behind the guy that was originally in 1st place. So as you can see here, I'm behind him. The Civic Type R definitely has a straight line speed advantage over my Veloster N, But through the corners, I would like to say that my car has not a lot more grip, but is more grippy. Because as you can see here, I'm now right on his back, going through this corner that I forgot the name again. And there's a really stupid puddle on the apex, so it's like a really hard corner to get right. Because if you want to get it right and not get a penalty, it's really hard. Because if you go a little bit off track, the game is definitely gonna slam you with a 1 second penalty. So going towards the second to last corner, as you can see, I braked a little bit later. I go wide to actually avoid the puddle. He goes through the puddle, and as you can see on the straight, even though his car is quicker, he lost momentum, and I'm now right on his back through the final corner, and he's gonna dive into the pit lane just as everyone else does. They can't quite handle the pressure of me on the back, so he's just gonna dive into the pit lane, make sure I'm not there anymore to scare him off. And whoa, that, you see, when he goes into pit lane, he was ahead of me, but now this is the final lap. I've done my pit stop and I'm ahead of him, so that means during the time that he went into the pit stop, my laps were quicker than his laps. So I'm now in second place, and as you can see, Kyuju is in first place, but the gap is smaller. It's like 3 seconds, but I've got an 8-second penalty, so even a miracle couldn't save me from, like, I don't know, losing. So as you can see, and by losing I mean not getting first place. So as you can see, we're gonna finish the second race in second place. So this was just 2 races. We got 2 more we've done 2 more races, and the next video, part 2, is gonna contain those races. So make sure, if you've enjoyed this one, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe as well, and hit the bell to be notified when I upload the part 2 of that video. It's gonna be coming soon before the weekend. So I hope you have enjoyed. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.